Okay, thank you for having me. Generally speaking, whether the U.S. exempts some certain products are based on several concerns, whether the product is easy to be substituted by another country's similar product, and whether the domestic lobby power is large. And this round of tariff exemption is just a renewal of previous exemption, which expired by the end of 2020. And one practical reason is that the recent U.S. inflation rate is 7.9%, which is a 40-year high level. Renewing the tariff exemption on Chinese products can release some of the pressure on the high inflation.
Right. And today, China announced the decision to cut the negative list for investment. And can we understand it as one of China's response to U.S. move? China also calls for more removal of the additional U.S. tariffs on Chinese products, actually all of them. How would the U.S. respond to China's call?
I agree with you that both China and the U.S. have sent out some positive signals. And this round of tariff exemption is a positive signal from the U.S. side. And compared with Trump, President Biden has reduced the uncertainty of trade policy between China and the U.S., removing the high tariff since trade war is a win-win choice for both sides. And plus, considering the high inflation level currently in the U.S., in terms of economic profit, the U.S. should eliminate the tariffs with China. But meanwhile, we can't be too optimistic that it would end very soon. This is because of their stickiness in the policies. And also, still, U.S. is considering China as a competitor.
Well, final question. The China-U.S. trade war started in 2018, and the two sides are now levying on some average 25% tariffs on each other's imported goods. What have been the consequences so far?
Okay, the China and U.S. trade war started by the U.S. side has already brought tremendous damage on producers and consumers in two countries. And for the U.S. side, the U.S. consumers and part of the producers have undertaken most of the increased tariff. And for China's side, according to a recent trade research, trade war has increased Chinese firms' trade policy uncertainty, and especially for smaller and less capital-intensive firms. And meanwhile, we have also noticed that despite trade wars, despite COVID, and China's trade has already displayed remarkable resilience. China's exports to the world and to the U.S. increased both in 2020 and 2021. So this fact should make U.S. realize that cooperation with China is a better choice instead of have a conflict with China.
Thank you so much for your insights. That's Ms. Shi Huimin.
Thank you.